Hey, welcome back to my channel. Today we are gonna do a TBR game. Um, so we were doing the summer reading board game from 52, the 52 Book Club, but I ended up leaving the game board up in Massachusetts on our vacation, and I just don't feel like printing it off again. So we're just gonna go ahead and go on with my own game. Um, I enjoy the game's categories, and almost everybody that I know doesn't. So I have a categories game, and I just figured, you know what? Why not implement that into a TBR game? So I have a 12-sided dice and a 20-sided dice. There are 16 list cards in the categories game. So what we'll do is I'm going to roll a 20-sided dice. If it's 17 or higher, we'll re-roll until we get 1 through 16. Whichever that is, we'll pick that list, and then I will roll my 12-sided dice because each list has 12 things on it. And then um, once that is chosen, so like say I roll, that doesn't count, 20, 18, okay, a 3. Um, and then we'll use list 3, 8 farm animals, and then okay, I need something with farm animal on it, and then I also have the letter dice that we can roll to find out what letter we want to try and start with. If we can't find one that starts with that letter, we'll just come as close as we can. In this case, it was D, so um, we'll go with that. All right. So I think we're gonna do maybe 5 or 6. We'll do 5. We'll start off with 5 and see how big the books are. If they're quite big, then we'll just stick with 5. If there's some small books on it, we might do more. Okay, so first let's do the 20-sided dice. 11. So there's list 11. Um, and 12. Things at a circus. Focus. Okay. Um, so things at a circus and I. Where are my glasses? I can't see without my glasses very well. I can see close up. I can't see. Okay, I don't have a whole lot with I. The ice moves for no one. We won't count I. We won't count the or a as a beginning. So we have the Institute, the ice moves for no one, and the immigrant's wife. Um, that I can see. Oh, and we have I love that girl. Do we have anything over here? No. Okay, let's get those real quick. Uh, and the immigrant's wife, right here. Um, don't fall. All right, so let's see. Okay, so we have a woman. That's at a circus. Um, we have a blimp, 2 seals, and an axe. Um, I think we can say that this is definitely out. Uh, there's nothing. It looks. I'm not even sure what that symbol is. Um, and then we have I love that girl. Now this has a drink on it, and this has glasses. I could see somebody wearing glasses at a circus, sunglasses at a circus. So there's girls at a circus. Are there seals? There's seals at a circus. I think the seals work best for this. So we're gonna go with the ice moves for no one as the first book. Okay. Don't go too far. We might end up putting you guys on. Um, oh, there's something I wanted to do real quick. Hang on 1 second. Um, I have all of my books on a random wheel too. So let me see what that picks real quick. Not I don't I'm not sure if we're actually going to end up getting this one. We'll find out. Bound by Blood. Okay. Um Go down. Okay, so Bound by Blood. Where is that one? Okay. All right. Bound by Blood is this one here. So we're gonna leave that out with the I Love That Girl and the Immigrant's Wife and see if that ends up getting chosen and the Institute files that got rejected the last time. Just because I'm too lazy to put them back on the shelf right now. That's the only reason we're leaving them out. Um, but okay. Next list 14. Okay. We've got list 14. Let's see. 10. Things on a Highway. Um. Oh yeah, and roll the dice. P. Okay, well none of those start with P, so let's put those back for a minute. Okay, we got Passing to the Snow. That could work because that's got power lines on it. That's on a highway. The Prison, that has coffee, a cup of coffee on it. A Witch and a Cat for potions and pleasantly poisoned. Um, Portals of the Lost. I mean, it's got foliage on it. There's foliage on the highway, on the side of the highway. And Puck Right Off. That's just a hockey player. That's not going to count. Um, Playing House. Yeah, there's houses on the highway. I mean, but like Passing Through the Snow also has houses on it. And then over here we have the Paris Express. Um, and Painters Have More Fun Than People. These I think we'll just go ahead and those aren't gonna work. Yeah, I think the closest one, uh, like I said, Playing House, it has a house on it, but like this has houses and um power lines, and I would say the power out lines are more that closest represents that. So prompt. So we're gonna go with that one. That was easy. 3. Okay. List 3. And which prompt? 3. Car parts. Oh boy. T. Shush. Trevor Saves Christmas. That's on the bottom of a pile, and I already know that that's probably not gonna work because it's just Santa laying place down in the snow. Takes More Than Love has a girl's face on it. Tangled Vows has 2 people on it. Tides That Bind has a surfboard on it. Taste for Lies, maybe? Maybe over here? Nope. No. You're no help. Ah, my reading cart needs to be more um helpful. Honestly, uh, car parts. Like I said, that has a surfboard, a mask, and some roses. A man and a woman the silhouette of a woman's face. Okay, so neither of these have car parts, so we're just gonna have to get. We might have to get creative. Mask. Um, I don't know. I mean, do we try to find something? Let's see. I don't know. Do we maybe we can find something. I mean, we could go with the surfboard. I mean, cars have running boards on them. We'll do that. It's, we'll just be creative in this. Okay. All right. Let's see. 4 on the back of 3. Ooh, let's get 1 if we can. 10. Things in a souvenir shop. Oh. What? I don't have O. Oh, I do have O's. Oh, I do have an O. Looks like I only have 1 though. Uh, I don't know. That might work, I guess. Sure, maybe. The originals return. It's just moss. Um. Well, I mean, there's leaves too. Like you find things in a souvenir shop that have leaves on it. Sure, why not? All right, next list 3 again. I swear, if you do, what was the last one? Car parts. We can't do car parts again. Oh, that's wrong. 2 desserts. Ooh, we can do desserts. Let's see. Tea. None of the teas have desserts on them, though, do they? Tangled vows and a taste for lies is what I have. Oh no, no, I've got 3 trails of Ilgorn too. Why is that up there? That's should be in over with the T's. It doesn't have a dessert. Like, okay, I think I might just find one that has a dessert on it, maybe. Because, like I said, Tangled Vows has, well, wait, where does takes more than love? Where did that one go? Um, I mean, I guess if I was going to, if I'm going to do that, if I'm just going to find one that has a dessert on it, then I should find one that has an actual car part on it and something. Um, I stand by the original's return. That you know, there are leaves in souvenir shops, but yeah, maybe I can find one that has a car part on it, something that's like a car part, and something with a. I don't have anything with desserts on it though. That's the thing. So that wouldn't help anyway. Oh, there's takes more than love. Yeah, that's definitely not a dessert. Um, no. I mean, roses get used in desserts, so we can use that. Okay. Uh, okay, I have like two big books, a very small book, and a kind of in between book. I think we'll do one more. All right. Eight. List eight. Where is eight? Eight. Okay. Five. Um, bad habits. Should be easy enough. F. Oh. Okay. Um. Bad habit. Let's see. Nope. That just has flowers on it. It's just a girl walking. Um. It's a tree. Is that a dagger? What is a dagger? Um. All right. Hang on. There's two here. This one has a rose on it though. And yep, this is it. This is the one. Okay. Found a good bad habit. So it's called Bury the Tiend, and it's got shrooms on it. Shrooms, shrooms are a bad habit, right? Hallucinogenic drugs. Yeah, we'll go with that. Okay. So put these all up. 9, 11. Uh, put those back. Put my dice back. Am I the only one that has a hard time picking up the 4 die? Okay. So my next TBR list has The Ice Moves for No One by Arlo Z. Graves. The ice moves for no one, the trees don't answer, and the Sval obeys no master. Selkie warrior Aglar Thalan was born to fight in honor of the Dread One. She's going to win the Dusk Trials, join the elite Dusker air fleet, and kiss her old life as a deckhand goodbye. But when her body betrays her and Thalan is forced to give up the biggest part of her identity, and that might just be the least of her worries. Fallon must learn the strength of vulnerability as she faces battles she's never trained for. Spindle Co., getting into everything and everywhere, villains in unexpected places, and worst of all, herself. Nice. Fairy the Tiend. When Milo is lured away from his quiet life by a mysterious fairy, he is not aware that the time of the Tiend. Hang on a minute. It is 7 o'clock. Nope. It... Spam caller. Okay. When Milo is lured away from his quiet life by a mysterious fairy, he is not aware that the time of the end is nigh, and one child must be chosen to fulfill the sacrifice to the Unsalie court. Pretty soon, his dream of adventure is turned into a nightmare as he fights for his survival, finding an ally in the most unlikely of places. Milo decides to join forces with the captors to fight the evil of the Unselly court and break the bonds of sacrifice forever. In a magical and dangerous land, Milo finds himself with little chance of success and every chance of death. All he can do is try to find something inside of himself that he never believed was there. The will and courage to survive. If he does not, then it will mean doom for him and for the fairy. Um, a Taste for Lies, the Apex Kingdom, Book 1. Alora knows the Guild's 10 rules of spycraft and thieving better than anyone, but none of them prepare her for being caught by the terrifying yet undeniably alluring Beast Prince. So this is like a Beauty and the Beast retelling, I think. She can't believe it when instead of devouring a whole, he recruits her for an impossible heist. The mark, his father the king. What starts as a deadly mission soon sparks a forbidden attraction as Alara gets to know the true male behind the Beast Prince, and the lines between enemy and ally blur. With each illicit touch, their chemistry ignites and Alora's resolve begins to falter. To survive the heist, Alora will risk everything: her freedom, her reputation, maybe even her life. Can she trust the Beast Prince, or are his promises just pretty lies flavored with the truth? Um, the originals return. Jack went down to the woods today, and now nobody's safe. Dang it, Jack. Uh, he's tearing him apart. Help us, please, God, help us. Jack Stadler should be celebrating the birth of his first son. A horrific accident leaves him changed, and now the military and the werewolves are closing in. Sergeant Peter Knowles has seen it all. In Afghanistan, he witnessed death on a level that no one should walk away from. Returning to Britain, he jumps at the chance to lead a small team in Devon. The task sounds more like a holiday, exactly what Knowles and his men need. The mission: watch Jack Stedler. When the first dismembered body is found, Knowles begins to realize he has made a terrible mistake. Jack went down to the woods today, and now nobody is safe. The Tides That Bind. Harper Jones ran away from the circus dreaming. Where was it? I should have read this when I was looking for things in a circus. Harper Jones ran away from the circus dreaming about the perfect family. By her early 30s, she had it all: a wonderful marriage, a kid, and the dog. While Harper never accounted for an extra seat at the table, for her husband's best friend, a perpetual third wheel in her relationship and a constant thorn in her side, Riley Monroe always struggled one way or another. Dyslexia made school hard, and home, with his a successful attorney father, even harder. Ditching a real suit for a wetsuit, Riley found acceptance surfing off the shore with no other care than avoiding his best friend's seemingly judgmental and controlling wife. When an accident leaves Harper a widowed single parent and Riley the lone survivor, he faces a promise he made to his best friend that never becomes more important than when another family member is taken away, forcing Harper and Riley to work together for the benefit of her son. It doesn't take long to realize they're stronger fighting against the tide and legal system together than apart. Forced proximity and a complicated grief journey makes it difficult for these former foes to deny new feelings of attraction, and Harper and Riley learn love always surfaces no matter how deep the grief and how high the wave. Okay. Um, all right. That looks interesting. And the smallest one in the stack, Passing Through the Snow. When a jaded jewelry designer gets stranded in a small town 4 days before Christmas, can a caring innkeeper and his teenage niece help thaw her icy heart? Given her name, you'd think jewelry designer Holly Murphy would love Christmas, but you'd be wrong. It's not that she's a Scrooge, it's that the holidays are her busy season, and by Christmas she's just so darn tired. So when her car breaks down on the way home from a craft show in a winter postcard worthy small town in Pennsylvania 4 days before Christmas, all she wants to do is get it fixed and get out. Except that may be harder than it sounds when Holly's rescued by the town's handsome innkeeper and his precocious teenage niece. Charles Crockett has enough to do on his to-do list with raising Mimi, running his B&B, and campaigning for town mayor. He also can't deny his attraction to Holly, even if she is only staying a few days and she's not really into his favorite holiday. When Charles and Mimi set out to help Holly find her Christmas spirit, Holly starts to feel drawn to this little family. But as her and Charlie's attraction reaches a breaking point, Holly must make a choice: walk away or start something that could end up breaking all of their hearts. After all, she's just passing through, right? Yeah, right. They're never just passing through. They start passing through. They never stay passing through. They come to pass through, and then they come to stay every single time. Um, with the exception of one. That's not always true. The Holiday Post, she ended up leaving. Um, It was he came to a small town and she left with him. It was a nice little twist, but I mean, um, spoilers. So yeah, that's my TBR list, and hmm, I think the one I'm most interested in is Tides That Bind. That's the one that I'm most interested in. So, um, don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. Um, if you want to just leave a um emoji, let's do a wave for the Tides That Bind. All right, I will see you guys later. Bye.